And then we move over to SmackDown. They put 15,000 people in Washington, D.C. for this broadcast, which is amazing. Well, they said 15,000. Well, it had to be around 12 or 13 because it was full and it's a big building.
Hey, if you were a WWE fan and for whatever reason both shows were in your town within a very short period of time and you could only pick one, which one would you go to, Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown. Because at least, again, this Raw 3 hours and it goes on and on. At least SmackDown, you would have a bigger chance of seeing the bloodline and you'd get to the fucking meat of the matter quicker. But that's like choosing the gas chamber or the electric chair at this point, isn't it? But then again, as I mentioned on the open of Raw, when they just had Jimmy Uso and Solo, here it's the bloodline entrance. Roman, Heyman, Solo, Jimmy, only Jay was missing, and it's just huge that way. It has a whole different fucking look and feel, and the people are into it. Again, the girl ring announcer trying to gargle razor blades like Vince at WrestleMania fucking 3. I don't know.
They all do that now. I don't know why.
I'm afraid she's going to give herself some kind of accidental hysterectomy doing that over and over every week. Well, see, you've been doing that mothership thing for so long. They've told you can never have children now as a result of that.
What do you mean? I've had kids and
you yourself. Suzanne had the kids. You didn't have any. You fucking strained your ovaries with that whole fucking thing you've been doing.
Well, this is SmackDown we're talking about.
All right, well, we're going back. We're going to acknowledge Roman. Get that over with. And then as soon as Roman says, acknowledge me, Cody music hits. And he gets a big pop. They pop for Roman because he's a star, but they pop for Cody because they see him as a star. And he comes out and they do the whoa and Cody. And Cody, very eloquent and the mellifluous tones that just roll off his tongue. He tells Roman he's there to have a conversation man to man. There's no reason for the rest of your entourage unless you feel the need for them or whatever. And so Roman there, now they're playing mind games with each other. Roman tells Heyman, wise man, leave us. Wise man, leave us. And you know what? It would have been great to see Heyman if he could have been a 60s character actor on F Troop as one of the fucking
F Troop,
as one of the Heckel Indians, like the medicine man for the Heckels. That would have been classic. And the feathers. Well, nevertheless, anyway, so Cody's there and boom, face to face. And Roman says, wise man, leave us. And Paul says, I'll leave. So nope, Solo goes too. And that was a perfect way to get, because now there was no need for them to gang jump Cody. They do it all the time. This already has interest. They're doing it differently. So that's a reason to get them out of the way. And then they start fucking with each other mentally. Roman lays the belts in front of Cody. So what do you want to talk about? And Cody puts Roman Reigns over, but hey, climbing mountains is my thing. Said I wouldn't get over Stardust. They said 10,000 people wouldn't come to see me and my little buddy's indie show, which was very fucking an interesting line that may not have gotten over in a previous administration. But the point he made is that beating Roman Reigns, not impossible for him. And Cody was getting chance again. The people are into that. And then Roman was off the charts here, just with the naturalness and the and you believe this. He mocks Cody. He said, well, you ever won that belt? You ever even competed for one of these? You ever main evented WrestleMania? I done did all of that. And I've been groomed by my father and your father too. He did the Dusty impression. They put Dusty over and how close they were. And then he said, you know what Dusty always said about you? Nothing. Like you did not exist. I know you miss him. I miss him too. If there's anything he didn't teach you, I will. What a fucking promo. And the zingers from both of were getting oohs from the people because they were listening to what was being said back and forth. How long has it been since you heard the old ooh from a zinger, from a heel or babyface? You know, they might pop if they hear the word shit. I'll kick that shit out of her. I'll shove this up your ass. But when you say, and your mother, I, fucking filleted her or whatever. Ooh. So anyway, and Roman offers the handshake after he's just decimated Cody and, emasculated him. And in Cody, he started beating around the bush to where the people, I don't think, actually knew where he was going. I wasn't sure. But then he balled it up and finished well with, if all the things that you have said, Roman, are true, then that means it is a necessity that I beat you at WrestleMania. For all those reasons, blah, 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 blah. And may the best man win, and grabs and shakes the hand that now Roman is like, And that was a nice piece of business. What'd you think?
I thought this was excellent. Can't really say too much bad about it. I'll say one really good thing. A lot of the times in AEW, Cody came across as utterly pretentious on the mic.
We said that.
And he admitted that he would go and, what was the word that,
workshop.
Workshop.
Yes.
His promos. Not saying he's not doing that now, but it's very interesting that a lot of the ways he says things and a lot of the specific wording, things that did not seem natural to him in AEW, it's working a lot better here in this program, on these shows, and the fans are reacting to it in a way that they did not in AEW after the first few months.
It's a different presentation. And as I said earlier, a lot of this is talking and acting, and they want the guys to be actors. Well, Cody's a pretty decent actor as a wrestler, or for a wrestler. And over in the other company, there were a few good talkers and a few good wrestlers, but there weren't a lot of decent actors. So there was nobody for him to do this. And when you've got somebody doing something that nobody else is doing, in a style that nobody else is doing it on that program, it kind of comes off as odd. But this is his wheelhouse, as they say in the Merchant Marine or wherever. Rhea Ripley beat Liv Morgan. Hopefully the Liv Morgan being invincible is over. And then they continued the bloodline deal, and there'll be an ultimatum here at the end, but they continued the bloodline issue through the show, where basically Jimmy is telling Roman, hey, Jay he needs some more time. And he needs time. He needs time. I'm running out of patience. Not with Jay, with you. Go bring him back in the fucking fold.